How valuable is your safety? Let's run down the checklist here. Do you password protect your phone? If so, do you ever lock your door? If so, do you have home security alarms? If so, do you have cameras monitoring who comes and who goes? If you said yes, do you have a PIN pad or voice-activated security measure? And finally, do you use a fingerprint entry system? Or do you just say, to hell with all that, I've got myself a trusted 12 gauge underneath my pillow? If you said yes to that last question, well, I think I've got some bad news for you, because our liberal-minded social media killer has posted another clue this month, and if you're the outdoorsy type, you might be next. I'm Ben Robinson, and here's what we know. The image killer is on a roll. She went dark for a little bit, but she stepped back up to the plate of death, and she's really not the kind of girl to walk a base. This morning an image emerged, and now lives on the collated Instagram page following the clues. A simple image of a bullet with the word boom etched into it. So let's dissect the multitude of meanings this could have. Let's start with the bullet. Now, this could reference the method that she intends to kill the victim, but she's typically not that blunt about it, and it lacks a certain je ne sais quoi. The clues have always pointed more so to the person than the method. Plus, a bullet would just be far too lazy for IK fashion. So what does it mean? Well, she just killed a gamer, and she doesn't have a habit of killing with a theme. I could be wrong on this one. Gamers might be her particular flavor of the month for all we know. But if you ask me, I don't think it is. I think she got it out of her system, at least for now. So don't worry, Twitch streamers and YouTube gamers, your use of boom headshot is not going to get you killed this time around. But all the same, you might want to avoid it going forward. We can also rule out Danny Trejo, star of the movie Bullet, because just no. And I don't want to see any comments about that. Do not post them, just leave it alone. So could it be a military vlogger? Maybe. But once again, my guess is no. IK kills haven't ever been political. I'm not saying that she's not going to start, but she's more of a sociological sociopath. Plus, it would open an entirely different metaphorical can of worms on her own public image. Veterans and military officers are, generally speaking, respected to a certain degree. So to target someone just because they're a military brat wouldn't garner her any more of the good press that she has received thus far. So what does that leave us? Well, for those of you who keep up with current events, I apologize for wasting your time since you're probably screaming it into your phone right now. I am, of course, pointing to the growing popularity of the online gun enthusiast. So now we know the pool. Time to jump headfirst into the deep end and scrape that scum from the floor. If you're familiar with this world, you'll know that we don't have to swim too deep to find some funk clinging to the walls, because let's face it, nobody likes trophy hunting, napalm-smelling alt-writers on the internet. This is where the writing on the bullet comes into play. My theory is that this is the specifier of the clue, boom. This does not reference the sound a gun makes. Well, it does, but hardly significant. There is a second meaning. I decided to do some online searching using the tags gun enthusiast and boom, and what I found was interesting. There were 3 prominent members of this community that I think fit the bill. Potential victim number 1. A trophy hunter who's essentially a roided out Logan Paul. This guy must have thousands of haters out there, and probably several that would kill him if they just got the chance. This guy hunts and gloats about how stupid the animal was in an obscene display of pseudo-machismo. Most videos have age restrictions, but luckily for you, I'm over 18. This guy's channel name is Boom Bitch Got Another One, and it's a certain brand of special. Potential victim number 2, a gun reviewer named Boomer Branson. Yes, that is his legal given name. Now, nothing seems that wrong with this on face value, but his most popular videos include rants that are borderline neo-Nazi. And as a neo-Nazi, well, let's just say his views on gay marriage and racial equality are pretty much right where you thought they'd be. Just alt-right at the gates of hell. Potential victim number 3, a channel named Boomtown that features videos of these 2 hillbilly brothers taking pot shots at the ground near anyone who walks near their property under the claim that they were trespassing. I know. Just when you had that little flicker of hope for humanity, you find that. So who could it be? Well, if I were a betting man, I'd say that Boomtown has the lowest odds. While their videos are absurdly frustrating and annoying, a substantial amount of them do appear to be staged. Boom Bitch will ruffle any animal rights activist's feathers, but as I've said before, up until now, IK doesn't strike me as someone with a political agenda. While the channel attracts a certain collection of the internet's finest douchebags, are these guys removed from this earth level? Maybe, maybe not, maybe she'll get to them later, who knows. So that leaves us with Boomer Branson. The gun angle is the weakest here, I know, but this guy, his channel, his entire online persona just has no redeemable quality, except that he claims he doesn't hate Jews. Honestly, I feel like my browser history is forever unclean after watching some of these videos. So my money, and I'm not usually a betting man, lies in potential victim number 2 being in IK's sights. So Boomer, If you're listening, I've got a feeling that somewhere out there, IK has a bullet with your name on it. And that's all I've got for you guys. Good night.